JBNN keep you informed. I'm Michelle Jones. Before we get into the news, please remember to like, subscribe, leave a comment, and share the news with someone today. Now onto the news. 1 killed, 2 injured in early morning attack in St. Mary. 1 man is dead and 2 others are nursing gunshot wounds following a brazen early morning attack in Galena, St. Mary. The fatal shooting happened on Sunday morning and claimed the life of 49-year-old Rudolph Beckford, a truck driver who lived in the area. 2 other individuals, a 35-year-old female bartender and a 52-year-old male taxi operator, were also caught in the hail of bullets. Both victims were rushed to the Port Maria Hospital, where they are currently being treated for their injuries. The Port Maria Criminal Investigation Branch is leading the probe into the incident as detectives work to determine a motive and identify those responsible. Police spoke death of St. Elizabeth farmer found on the fallen tree limb. The police in St. Elizabeth are investigating the mysterious death of a 32-year-old farmer whose body was discovered under a fallen tree limb on Saturday. The deceased has been identified as Ricardo Samuels, a resident of Newtown district in the parish. According to reports, passers-by made the grim discovery around 12:30 p.m. in the Eden River of Black River. Samuels was found lying on his back with a large tree limb pressing against his chest and neck. A chainsaw was found next to his right side, raising questions about what may have occurred moments before his death. Authorities were alerted and quickly responded. The scene was processed and the body was removed to the Black River Hospital, where his death was officially confirmed. A post-mortem examination will be conducted to determine the exact cause of death as investigations continue. Family mourns devoted husband and father Don Webbby. The family of Don Webbby, former group CEO of Grace Kennedy Limited, has expressed deep gratitude for the outpouring of support following his death on Saturday. With heavy hearts, we announce the passing of our beloved Don, who died peacefully on July 26, surrounded by his family, said a statement on Sunday. Don was a devoted husband, father, brother, and friend whose unwavering faith and generosity touched countless lives. We are grateful for the outpouring of love and support during this time and kindly ask for privacy as we grieve, the statement added. Webbby, 62, passed away at the 22nd wing of the University Hospital of the West Indies in St. Andrew after a period of illness. He retired earlier this year after more than 30 years with the food and financial giant, where he served as group CEO from 2011 to February 2025. He retired earlier this year after more than 30 years with the food and financial giant, where he served as group CEO from 2011 to February 2025. He had initially gone on leave to focus on his health. Webbby was born on July 14, 1963. He is survived by his wife Hillary and their 3 children. Woman killed in Olympic Gardens hit and run. A woman lost her life in a tragic hit-and-run incident in Olympic Gardens, St. Andrew, early Saturday morning. The victim has been identified as Beverly Griffiths, a resident of Seaward Drive. According to police reports, around 12:35 a.m., Griffiths was walking along 440 Drive when she was stopped by a motor vehicle. The driver did not stop and fled the scene. At this time, investigators have not yet determined the make or model of the vehicle involved. Griffiths was rushed to the Kingston Public Hospital, where she was later pronounced dead. Man arrested over seizure of M16 rifle in St. Andrew South. The police have arrested a man over the seizure of an M16 rifle and several rounds of ammunition during an operation Delamere Avenue in St. Andrew on Friday. The seizure took place at 10:45 p.m., a statement said. It said officers from the Hunts Bay Police went to a premises where a man was seen allegedly behaving suspiciously. A search was conducted and the firearm, an M16 rifle with a magazine containing 10.56mm cartridges, was found. The man was taken into custody. Tension rises as PMP campaign material is removed in St. Thomas Eastern. Tensions appear to be rising in the St. Thomas Eastern constituency following a fresh wave of political vandalism targeting the People's National Party, PMP. 2 videos circulating online show several people removing political posters and material belonging to the PMP in the Lethal community.
Listen, them carrying some man come here and woman down there, put down everything and a bun up. And so only need to come. Them carrying some men and other things. No, I'm putting the gun to close that power. Because if you don't cut off the clothes off away. Every time God delays something is far and good. Because we would see this.
Never.
It went down the south, it brown one when you up on the car have one gun. He have one gun.
What kind of gun?
He shot one which he usually have one of them.
Where you talk about? Which boy me talk about?
What is this? What going on here, sir? What is this?
Don't be tricked, says opposition leader Mark Golding. People's National Party President Mark Golding has urged Jamaicans not to be tricked by Prime Minister Andrew Holness regarding the delivery of houses under government projects during the administration's 9 years in office. Golding made the claim at the PMP's parish rally in St. Thomas on Saturday.
I know that many young people are struggling. They get a job, they leave school or they leave university, and they would love to get their own home. But they can't afford it, and they have to be with their parents or with the family home until they get to the retirement age, some of them. That is why we see the need to build 50,000 affordable houses for the people of Jamaica over the next 5 years. This government's record in housing is dismal. Don't let the Prime Minister trick you with some bogus numbers. Nothing no go so. There's been a tremendous neglect of the need for affordable housing under this government. And we know that young people want to access those houses. So we are going to establish the Young Person Deposit Fund in the NHT. $1 billion topped up every year. Where if you are up on 35 or under, and you have joined the NHT for at least 2 years, and you want to buy a house, you will get a grant, non-repayable grant, that is free money for you to buy your house, to pay down on your house, so that you can become an owner in the ownership society that the People's National Party wants to build for the people of Jamaica. And for those of us who are excluded from the housing market because we can't prove our income to become eligible for a mortgage loan, we have the rent-to-own scheme designed for you. So if you are a farmer or a taxi operator or a hairdresser or a cosmetologist, or you have a little shop or whatever it may be, but you don't have a pay slip that shows your income from a big employer, don't worry yourself. The PNP is looking out for you. You will be able to move into one of those houses that we're building, and you can go in as a tenant, pay the rent, which is equal to the mortgage. And after 6 months, if you've been making the payments, we will say you have proved yourself. You don't need no pay slip. You can get access to the mortgage, draw down the loan, buy the house, and move from being a tenant to an owner with your owner door key. We support fundamental constitutional reform. We want to decolonize Jamaica fully. Time come for that. But the piecemeal way in which this government has been approaching it can't work. And we won't let them hoodwink us on the issue of sovereignty for the Jamaican people. Yes, we must get rid of the monarch, the overseas foreign monarch, and have a local Jamaican as our head of state. But we must also have our final court being an accessible court that the people of St. Thomas and the people of Jamaica generally can access if they need to find justice through the final court. And right now you are denied that because the current arrangement is fundamentally inaccessible. You have to be a multi-millionaire to take that case to London, and you need a visa to go there, and many of us can't get it. So that is the wrong system, and we must get rid of that because that is a practical issue, not just a symbolic issue. Access to justice is fundamental, and we need to ensure that both aspects of our sovereignty are repatriated to Jamaica when we go forward. And we will look at things like fixed election dates, because we can see the way the Prime Minister has been going on and all the uncertainty and frustration it is causing across Jamaica, where everybody is just anxious to get it over with and change the government out and move on. fixed election dates would solve that problem. And if the people of Jamaica support it, the next PNP government will pursue it. And for those delinquent members of parliament that abandon their responsibilities and have their people suffering, we will introduce a system of recall so that the people of the whichever area they represent, whether it be constituency or local, can get rid of them if they need to during the term of office where they're not doing their job and they're letting the people down.
The others are not well informed, says PM Holness. Prime Minister Andrew Holness has argued that the Jamaica Labour Party is best suited to lead the country, suggesting, among other things, that supporters of the opposition People's National Party are not well informed. Holness made the comment at a campaign meeting in Santa Cruz, St. Elizabeth, on Saturday night.
Our campaign must be easy. We are not in a war with no one. We must remember that we have the mantle of authority, and some other people are trying to take it away from us. The strength that we have is that the people gave us the authority. And the only way that we beaten that authority is if we do anything that disrespect people, makes us weak. So if you come on the platform and you name utterances that are disrespectful, if you name badly, all of that people to support that we have. And we don't want to do it. But everyone who say I'm a laborite, who put on laborite paraphernalia and go, we represent the party. And how we look is also an endorsement. Other people looking at us and say, boy, the laborite, they look well. They look disciplined. They look organized. And if you put a mic in front and them and ask them, the way you park the knee, where you park that, they can't tell you, they won't say, why they don't know enough there. In other words, the labor rights must be informed. The other people, they're not really informed. They're just a follow. We are the ones who must lead this country. We are the ones who think about the problem, but we also think about the solution. Second thing is that we are Jamaica's political party. We are the party for everybody. We are the party that everybody can find a home in. And that is because how we run our party. Democratic, transparent, fair, and it is a meritocracy. Meaning that if you work hard and you merit up, you will get it. You notice a whole heap of people run left the other place and they find a home with us right here. And we work together because we are a part that respects people. Third thing I want to say to you, posters and flags don't win an election. It is important, yes, to put up your symbols and your paraphernalia, but don't make that a flashpoint or a party. Respect the other party's posters and flags, leave it alone. In some instances, people are actually upset about it. When they see this whole impact, I was going to say something, but I'm very careful. When they see all this fabric, you know the other words of fabric. When they see all this fabric strewn all over the place, it's quite make the crowd look challenging. I don't want us to get in that. and everything daily need time to pick up holding up poster and holding up that record over the place. And it will make people feel intimidated or talking. Nothing like the new voter is really looking for something that's orderly and look decent and look modern. And that's what we are trying to do. I said to my own platform, whatever you do, if it is a fact, it is supposed to make it look like what we project to the people. Modern, forward looking, uplifting. And that is who we are as a political party. Our party is the best party to run the country. And I am not here to tell you that the boss gets the burger. I am not here to tell you that they're entitled to a burger. No, that has never been our stand. I am here to tell you that they have worked hard for the burger. They have worked to earn your trust. They have worked hard to show you the benefits of the government. We know that there is still much more work to be done, but you can see from the team that we have competent people and we have active and strong people who are willing to dedicate their life and energy to getting the job done. The work is not over and we still would want to carry on the work in your behalf. We want to earn the third term. And we ask you for the support.
JBN will keep you informed. Please remember to subscribe, like, share, leave us a comment, and click the notification bell to receive our daily news items.